It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next are the Texans' sure-handed wide receiver. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Texans and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Watkins. And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. They're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 16 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that. Why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Texans at 11-4 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. On second down, here's Pierce. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Texans! Cordero Patterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watkins to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll look to throw again. Slant to Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Back to throw again. Pass out left, caught by Woods. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race if things go in the wrong direction for them. They've got to take care of business.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. A gain of 3, second down. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet, he's going to have the first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run with Patterson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and this guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Watkins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First and 10, Taylor now. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off play action. Watkins. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And Charles, you think about what this defense is having to prepare for. They're in for a battle. And they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down or 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, you're older to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Shaquille Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quiddy Pay, he's the one to get him this time at back-to-back sacks, brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 1st and 10, Watkins. Hauled in by Avon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To throw on second down, Watkins. His throw incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Avant brings it in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a big gainer on that play. From experience, I can tell you, most of the defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you've just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Watkins to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room in the corner. He worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Again, it's Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 67 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st down, Watkins. And he'll just get rid of it. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Watkins. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a give to Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Watkins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try from 28 yards out. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll look to throw again. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their 1st pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go. But tie game, so those 2 misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding, offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
To throw on second down, Watkins. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Watkins. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 on the map, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out of there. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On the draw is Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on 1st down. Watkins over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2. Watkins got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Watkins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Harris running the slant. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Second and 3. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. York able to send this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in. You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
He's topped the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him. I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on. Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
We all just got a heck of a show, Party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their homes?